Welcome back to another Lavu tutorial where today I'm going to show you how to do some basic menu building. Specifically in this video, we are going to be creating menu groups, categories, items, as well as forced and optional modifiers. These are the fundamentals to building any kind of menu. If you are looking for a guide on features like happy hours, pizza creator, combos, and more, check out our YouTube channel where you will find specific videos on those topics. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to jump right into my menu, which is completely blank, so it brings me right to the page where I can create new menu groups. If you aren't brought here automatically, click on this drop down here at the top of the screen and select Add Edit Menu Groups. Now all I've got to do is type in a name and click Save. Of course, these can be anything you want, I'm just creating a few generic examples. I actually don't like how this is organized, so I'm going to use these arrows here to rearrange my groups. So this is what our menu looks like now. We still have a ton of work to do, so let's move on to creating categories. Creating a new category is easy enough. Just click Add Category, give it a name, and then click Save. Just like with menu groups, these can be anything you want and will be unique to your own menu. You'll notice that when I saved, the order of categories changed. Up here, next to the menu group selection, is a way we can change how categories are organized. The default setting is alphabetical, which works great for large menu groups with several categories in it. However, you can also choose to organize them manually. This will put your categories in the order they were created. You can change them around by changing this display order setting here in Category Details. There are several other settings here in Category Details, none of which we will cover in this video, but they are certainly worth looking through at your own pace. Next up are the items themselves. We'll click Add Item, type in a name, and finally give it a price. If you leave this blank, it will default to a $0 item. Once saved, and if you have your menu set to order manually, you can drag and drop the arrows to the left of each item in order to reorganize them. And that's about it, but these items look pretty bland on the POS. We can add images or create icons here in the menu. Not only will this make it easier for your staff to find items in your menu with photos, they can also swipe on the pictures to bring up a full screen view of the image. That way, if one of your customers asks what something looks like, your servers can show them right on the iPad. Now, my burgers are on my menu, but I want to add some modifiers to it. First and foremost, I want my kitchen staff to know how each customer wants their burger cooked. This is where we are going to use forced modifiers. Click Add Mod List here at the bottom, type in the name of our new modifier list, and now we add the actual options. You can add a price to your modifiers, which wouldn't really make sense in this example, but could if you were doing something like a size for a drink. Last thing I want to change is the type of forced modifier this is. By default, this is set to checklist, which works great for things like toppings, but not so great for this burger option here. So I'm going to switch it to choice. Last thing I'm going to create for this item are optional modifiers. I'm going to use optional modifiers to create substitutions. This is how we can communicate to the kitchen when someone wants a burger but they don't want lettuce and instead they want to add bacon or something else to it. Just like with forced modifiers, I'm going to add a new list and all of the options will be the toppings that can go onto any of my burgers. For options like bacon and fried egg, I'll add a small upcharge. To finish with our modifiers, we need to attach them to our items. Going back to our menu items, you'll see these drop downs that say forced modifiers and optional modifiers. Since I want to attach them to every item in my burgers category, I'll use these drop downs at the top. Now we can save, reload settings on our POS app, and review the items to make sure everything is working as expected. If at any point you need help designing your new menu or making changes to an existing menu, you can reach out to our 24/7 support team through call, chat, or email. Be sure to check out our other videos that can help you with other aspects of menu building like Pizza Creator, combos, happy hours, and much, much more.